Hey guys, it's Monday, the 11th of May, and wanted to touch base with you. Today, we bagged up a bunch of stuff for you guys out of your lockers. All the coaches were up there, or some of them, in face masks and gloves, and grabbing all your stuff and bagging it up in bags. And you just received an email from the principal talking about how May 18th there'll be a time and place and map on how to drive up, and you can come pick up your bag stuff out of your lockers from the field house. So, wanted you to make aware of that, number one. So, be paying attention to that, be on your emails, paying attention to that, as well as this is the last week of assignments. So, make sure you get all those assignments taken care of. I want to go over tonight a couple of things out of our character section. If we'll take a look at our core values and levels of commitment. And really, what I want to do is then tomorrow when we meet on the Zoom, I want to talk about some of this stuff. So, uh, levels of commitment. You take a look at that and pull that up, levels of commitment, and just kind of figuring out where you are on this ladder, right? Anywhere from rebel, which quit or removed, which is none of you guys because you're here. Then the next step up is malicious obedience, right? Somebody who's just there for themselves and makes a whole lot of excuses. Then there's willing compliance. Somebody who really just kind of goes through the motions, is just kind of there just because they kind of have to be there or whatever reason, but they're really not all bought in. Really, where we want to see guys is in the three and working your way up here. The three top ones. There's cheerful cooperation, right? Somebody that has a positive attitude, is working hard to improve. Notice we're talking about in the classroom, in the weight room, and on the field, right? They're doing all those great things. Okay. You bump up, and then there's the heartfelt commitment, more than just a positive effort and working to improve, right? But this is somebody who is really working hard to find a role on the team and learn about specific concept and really has a heart for it, and you can see that energy. And then the top, of course, is creative excellence, right? Our dedicated warrior that represents everything that's great in our program, right? And so we would want you to fall, obviously, at least in those top three stair steps right there, and be working your way up. And just because you're on the down a step or two from the top doesn't mean a bad thing, right? There's lots of different levels of commitment on a team, right? And so you need to find your place and your role and your commitment level that you're there. But those last three are positive in nature and really like those. So take a look at that. We'll take another look at that again on the Zoom tomorrow. More what I want you to do is I want you to be able to print out and or have up on your computers tomorrow and have an idea. I want you to kind of know what you're at on this thing, right? And I'll share what I am on our core values, right? So what you're to do here is to circle the four core values in each section, right? So the first section is regarding character. And there's integrity, honesty, sincerity, courage, class, service, humility, and loyalty. Okay? And then it explains like what integrity. I don't know what that means. We're doing the right thing because it is the right thing to do. If you read to the right, so for me, just looking at that right there to kind of give you hints of the four that I would circle. I would circle in no order here. Loyalty is a big thing to me, right? Supporting and defending each other no matter what. I'm a big loyalty guy, always have, always will, right? I'm that way with my family. I'm that way with my friends. I'm definitely in athletics, have always been that way. You're either with us or against us, has always been my mentality. So loyalty is a huge thing to me. Doesn't have to be to you, but we're just kind of discussing these things out and figuring out where we're at. So that's one that I would have circled. The next one would be integrity. Doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. I think that's a very important thing. And it's hard. That's a hard thing that we always are striving to work on, right? To do the right thing because it's the right thing, not because you were told to, not because, you're getting paid to do it. Doing bad stuff because nobody's looking, right? Only when people are looking do you have integrity. It's really that stuff that you just constantly do things. So I think that's really important, and so you got to work on that one. And I definitely do, and I think we all do on our integrity all the time, but I think it's important to work on. Um, you know, uh, I really like number four, courage, a willingness to face fears and take on daunting tasks. I think that's another really good one, right? For me to There are things in life that sometimes you're a little intimidated to attack. And I see that with young athletes, and I see that with old men coaches like me, right? So courage is another thing. Have the willingness to face those things and to meet those, I think is very important. And all of these are very valid, right? All of these are super big. I would say another one for me, it's hard. I like literally all of these, but I think another one that I value a whole lot, right, is a service, right? A willingness to help and to give to others. I think that's always super important, right? A lot of us are blessed with a lot of good things in our life. And so I think it's important for us to give back and to give to other people, right? And giving back, that makes us feel better about ourselves. So there's 4 things that I would have circled. I could have circled any of those, but that's why this is a tough assignment here for you guys to do. So I want you to go through this. There's core values regarding character. Then the next set is commitment. Then the next set is relationships. Then the next set is results. And then the next set is positivity. And just circle the top 4 that describe you. And then tomorrow on our Zoom, maybe we'll break these out a little bit and discuss them just a little bit and see what everybody had on that. So I want you to take a look at that and want to kind of hear and get some of your feedback on that as we work a little bit of character this week. Hope everybody's doing well. We'll see you on the Zoom tomorrow at 3 o'clock. That's Tuesday, 3 o'clock on the Zoom. Talk to you then. Bye.